What's up, everybody? This video is mostly going to focus on Marvel Funko figures that I've picked up recently. I've been wanting to do the video for a minute. I know some of these figures have been out for a little while, but I just haven't had the time until now to actually sit down and record. Thanks to, the holiday, Thanksgiving, that's given me a chance to play a little bit of catch up here. So you're going to see this haul video on the channel, and then I will have another haul video coming up not long after this one. So do be on the lookout for that as well. But like I said, though, this is mostly going to focus on Marvel Funko figures. And I do want to start off with the pops, including Peter B. Parker in Mayday, which is a Hot Topic exclusive. So this one got revealed and got released pretty quickly, and it's pretty easy to find. I actually picked mine up in store. Of course, it has been listed on the website as well. And I really like the character of Peter B. Parker. It was really nice to see him back in Across the Spider-Verse. And obviously, Funko is not completely done with this movie, which is good because I know people want to see even more from it. And I did share some of the possible upcoming figures in a recent rumor mill in a Funko News video. So yeah, I really like the look of this figure. This is one that I will get out of box. As a matter of fact, the majority of the figures that I'm about to share with you all, I will actually open these up and show you what they look like out of box. Next figure here, this is an Entertainment Earth exclusive, and I really do like how they have changed their sticker. So we have here Spinneret, and you see it has that new Entertainment Earth exclusive sticker there, which is really nice, kind of reflective there. I like the look of that. And this character, at first I wasn't sure what she was all about, because I don't read a lot of Spider-Man comics. I used to. I was trying to get into reading them, and I read certain storylines, but it's been a long time. But yeah, this is actually a character that we are familiar with already. Of course, this is actually Mary Jane Watson, MJ. And I guess it's an alternate universe or something. I'm not 100% sure. If you know more about the character than I do, please feel free to share in the comments. But I just thought it was an awesome looking pop. I really like some of the things that Funko has done recently with the webbing with these Spider-Man related characters. Yeah, so she's pretty cool looking, and still available, of course, with Entertainment Earth. Then another figure I got through Entertainment Earth, although you can't get this with different retailers. Really awesome figure here, King Daredevil. As soon as I saw this one, I was like, yep, this is going in the collection. And they have another awesome Daredevil figure. They have the, I think, Shadowland Daredevil, if I'm not mistaken. That one has shipped out. It hasn't arrived for me just yet, though. But yes, PX Previews exclusive. You see that it's not numbered. Sometimes the PX Previews exclusives are numbered, but it's usually a high number, like 10,000 on up. So these are plenty available. But yeah, I thought this was a really cool looking Daredevil figure. Again, I don't know all the lore behind it. I haven't been keeping up with a lot of Marvel comics, but I just really like the look of this figure here, and I'm looking forward to that other Daredevil arriving as well. And there's some more Daredevil figures on the way that have been shared in the rumor mill as well. I shared them on Funko News, some other possibilities coming up. As a matter of fact, there's already the Matt Murdock with the sweater on I'm Not Daredevil. That one is actually available with Hot Topic already. I think it's actually become available at the time of this recording. Another really awesome figure here. This is probably the newest figure that I have to share with you all. And when I saw it in stores, I was like, yep, I'm going for it. I already thought I would pick it up, but it looks really good up close. So I was happy to see it. So we have here the Black Panther, the Target exclusive, and this is part of their retro reimagined line. So I really like the comic style paint job it has going on there. Not a lot of color to it. It's basically, two colors, but the paint job, it just really makes it look like it's on a printed page. I like that so much, like an old comic. And if I see the Captain America, I didn't see that one yet. If I see it, more than likely I'm going to pick that up also. But yeah, the Target I went to had plenty of this Black Panther one. And remember I said this is mostly going to be Marvel. I may put in some other figures here just because, I picked them up at the same time. So for example, I also found the retro reimagined Boba Fett, and I don't collect a lot of Star Wars, but this looks so cool up close. I love the paint job, and I don't think I have another Boba Fett figure. I have some Mandalorian figures. I don't think I have Boba Fett though, so this one just looks really awesome to me. I love the art styling on it. Looks so cool. Again, it looks like it's something like right off of a page. And this is another one there says Retro Reimagined, of course. This is another one that I'll likely get out of box to show you a better look at it. And they had a couple of these, not as many as they had of the Black Panther, though. So, yeah, I'll share this at the same time, just because I picked it up at the same time. Also here, as far as pops are concerned, I can't believe this shows how busy I've been recently. I actually didn't open up my X-Men 97 box yet. This is the latest Collector Core box. I think it's still the latest, but yeah, it's been sitting here for a while, and I realized, I was like, oh, it's actually still taped, so I didn't get to this yet. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this box already, but I still want to get into it and check out the contents here. And I did decide that I am going to hang on to the items in this box. Sometimes I'm not super crazy about the collector core. I just keep it going anyway. Because it's just easier than turning the subscription off and on or whatever. And plus, having a YouTube channel, I can always find a home for things that I'm not interested in. So the t-shirt is really awesome. I'm definitely keeping this t-shirt. Let's go ahead and open this up. We'll get a better look at it. And I may have to actually move the camera back a little bit to get a better look at the t-shirt. So here is a better look at the t-shirt. I love the colors on it. Obviously, you know, it's a black t-shirt, and then the colors for the characters really stand out from it. It looks really cool. So I know all the characters here, except I'm not sure who is this meant to be right here. Somebody fill me in. I'm not really sure who that character is there. This character also, I feel like I should know him, but the name escapes me right now. But I feel like I should know that character. I think that character can actually change his shape, if I'm not mistaken. So somebody can fill me in on those two characters there. But then of course we have Wolverine front and center, no surprise there. We got Jubilee, who Jubilee was actually a big part of kicking off the X-Men 97, you know, the animated series. Then we got Storm there looking really awesome. Yeah, and then got this sort of comic style panel there in the upper left. So yeah, this is an awesome t-shirt. I'll probably be wearing this tomorrow. Actually, I really like the look of this so much. So I always say, you know, they've been doing a really good job with the t-shirts, and that does add a lot of value right away to these boxes. Then we do have an X-Men, well, you got the Wolverine pin to be, you know, particular there, which does look all right. You know, I'm not the biggest pin collector. I'm trying not to get sucked into collecting too many pins, because sometimes I do see some really awesome ones. We got the, of course, X-Men logo decal here, you know, that I could stick somewhere. Probably put it on a binder or whatever. Let's see, this. Yeah, this is still upcoming. This one I shared the contents of this upcoming Marvel Studios one. It's focusing on the Disney Plus series. Not the greatest box. I might keep one of the two pops that's coming in it, but yeah, it's not the greatest box that is coming up there. And yeah, just X-Men 97 on the other side of the card. Okay, then let's get to the pops in here, which I definitely like one of these more so than the other, just to be honest. So we do have this Rogue figure here, which it is her in flight basically, or like her taking off. So I guess that's kind of cool, but I don't know if this is much more interesting than the other Rogue pop that we already have. There's at least one other Rogue, and I think they did a blacklight version of it, but you know, in the somewhat recent, you know, time. But yeah, it's just okay. It's not bad, but it's nothing too special to me. It's just okay. But I'll keep it around for now, and I don't know, we'll see if it stays in the collection. But then I really do like this Jean Grey figure here. This is the hairstyle that I really prefer with this particular character. I feel like we always see her with the long hair loose and everything, and we see way too much of her as Phoenix or Dark Phoenix. You know, I prefer just Jean Grey in her X-Men outfit. So I really like the look of this particular pop here. Yeah, she actually has a stand there, which is, I guess it's because, I don't know, slim feet, slim legs help her stand up. But yeah, I like this pop though. I'll probably keep the Jean Grey and the Rogue in box for right now. I think we can see them well enough even with them in box. Like I said, I really do like the Jean Grey. The Rogue is I thought I would keep it. I don't know, I'm a little bit iffy on it right now, whether or not I really need to have that one in the collection. I'll hang on to it for right now. I just don't know if I'm going to keep it long term though. I got another pop here, or I should say like a movie moment here basically, that might surprise some people that I went for this, but I still really wanted this in my collection. So we have here the Marvels, and we actually have, you know, the characters together, the team together. So we got Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and it says Photon on the box, which they never really settled on a name for her in the actual movie, which I think that did kind of bug some people. It didn't really matter so much to me. I'm fine with her just being called Monica Rambeau for now. It's not like she really has a you know, alter ego really going on within the MCU. But yeah, I really like the way that this turned out. I do like the characters. I do like the you know, the actresses, the way that they did have some chemistry in the movie. I'm just not the biggest fan of the movie. I think the movie started off at least decent, maybe not great, but at least decent. But it is about a halfway point in the movie, or you know, almost an hour or so into the movie, where they just kind of lost me with two sequences that I was just not super crazy about, and I didn't think the finale was the greatest either. And even with the mid-credit scene, which was, you know, very much talked about, I think the CG kind of hurt that some, you know. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Marvels movie, but I still like the characters, still like the actresses, so I really wanted to add this to my collection. And I actually will get this out, we'll take a closer look at it, and it's probably going to stay out of box, because I mean that's the main reason I got it anyway, so that I really could see this. So yeah, we'll get this out, we will take a closer look at it. And yeah, that's a lot of pops there, but I'm still not done, because I also have picked up some minis. I went to Five Below, I was waiting for them you know, to get some more minis in. Now one of these is not Marvel related, but I'm going to share it because in one of my recent haul videos, I did share some minis, some Demon Slayer minis, and one of them, unfortunately, the sword was broken, and I did find a replacement. So I did pick up this figure here of Tanjiro, and yeah, he's using the, you know, like water dragon effect basically. And this one, you see the sword is maintained there. I'm gonna leave it in the box for right now, but I just wanted to let you all know I did find a replacement for that particular figure. I was glad to see that available, so I'll put that off to the side there. And then, like I said, I got some Marvel minis with Across the Spider-Verse. There was only two that I really wanted. I didn't feel like I really wanted to get all of these, but we have here the Spot, which I really did enjoy the Spot. In fact, I probably will be watching Across the Spider-Verse again in the near future, and I'm looking forward to seeing this character again. I love that they took such a villain that doesn't get a lot of shine, basically, and made him interesting, in my opinion. So some of the other figures back here, I did not see all of these in the store. I saw this, the translucent sort of Spider-Man, which he's not really translucent. It's like a milky color, not great looking up close, basically. Let me show you the other one I do have from this set. So I did pick up Spider-Gwen. She's kind of simple, but I always like her color scheme, and I thought this one was cool enough. There is a metallic variant. They did not have that one, unfortunately. Would have been nice to get the metallic variant, which if I see it, I might get that one and then, you know, find a home for this other one. Don't need to have both. I did not see that Spider-Man 2099, that one there. I guess that's glow in the dark, maybe. I would definitely go for that if I ran across it, but yeah, didn't see that one. And some of the others, like I said, I'm not interested in. I did see the Spider-Man India one. Don't really feel the need to pick that one up. I like the soda of him just fine. So yeah, got these two figures here. I'll probably leave these in box for right now, though. I don't know. The Spot looks kind of interesting, so maybe I'll open that one up. We'll see. But the main minis I was going for is these new Marvel ones that are just, you know, based on the characters in general, not really focusing on a movie or a show. So these are pretty awesome here, and these are actually Five Below exclusives. So we got Black Panther here in his classic outfit with the cape. Very cool. That's an actual set back there. I'm not going to focus on that right now, though, because I do have all the ones that I wanted. I was able to get these at one time, which was really awesome. So we have here the Flocked Groot. I was very happy when I saw this one in store. That is so cool looking up close. A lot of fingerprints. I'm sure a lot of people were kind of picking these up, debating on whether or not to get them. But yeah, I'll be taking these right out of the box. So yeah, Flocked Groot, really awesome there. They do have a non-flocked Groot, which I didn't worry about that one. I don't need both. Then we have here Iron Man, looking pretty cool. And this is just the simple Iron Man, nothing you know, extra going on with it. Okay, then next up here, let's see what we got. We got the glow in the dark Scarlet Witch. This was a must as well, and I probably will check out the glow at the end of the video. And it's just, yeah, it's just glow in the dark. They didn't have a non-glow version for this particular one, which is pretty cool. I like when they just go ahead and make it an interesting, you know, version. Then we got the glow in the dark Spider-Man with the sticker peeling, which is kind of annoying, but it doesn't matter. This is not going to stay in the box for me. And there is a non-glow version. Of course, I only needed just this one. I just wanted the glow one. And finally here, I did go for the glitter Iron Man, even though I'm not super crazy about this one. I mean, it looks like a Christmas ornament almost or something, but you know, it's all right. I just decided to get this one, even though I have the other Iron Man. I decided to grab this one too. So yeah, I will get all of these out of the box. And I will get, you know, the majority of the pops out of the box. We'll take a closer look at these items. One thing I always appreciate about Marvel pops, especially when I have several unboxed together, is just how colorful they are. They're very eye-catching, you know, really awesome to look at. So over here, of course, Peter B. Parker. And, you know, I always tell people, you know, unbox your pops at least once, get a look at the details, because one thing I didn't notice about him is on his slippers here, it says Cool Dad, which is a nice touch there. And I really wonder if they're going to do more with him and you know, his daughter in the next movie. There's definitely potential there, and there's been talk as well, I think, about sort of a spin-off from this after the third movie. You know, after the next Spider-Verse movie, there's talk of a spin-off possibly, so we'll see what they decide to do with some of these characters. There's definitely a lot of potential there, but yeah, pretty cool looking here. It's got the straps on the back there to help him hold his daughter in place, so yeah, this is actually making me look forward to, you know, watching the movie again. I've only seen it Across the Spider-Verse in theater the one time, so it's available, of course, on streaming. They actually got it on Netflix now. We'll be checking it out again, like I said, in the near future. He did come with a stand, and seems like he doesn't want to stay on this stand especially well, but I see why he needs the stand. His weight is a little bit thrown off, you know, because he is holding his daughter there. Yeah, typically with male characters, you wouldn't need a stand, but for this one, yeah, I think it is helpful to have. Just gotta make sure he stays there properly. Let's check out Spinneret next, and like I said, I loved how she is on the webbing there. Very cool looking. Nice hair sculpt with this one as well. And yeah, I do want to learn more about this actual character, you know, MJ as a spider hero, which there's been different stories I know where she got involved in the action in different ways. So yeah, it's interesting to see her in an actual spider suit though. So this is a cool pop. I really like the look of it. And I'm really thinking that some of these pops are probably just going to stay out of box more and more. Like, it's not like I'm completely becoming an out-of-box collector, obviously, because I got so many boxes back there. But with some of these new figures that I know are not likely to eventually be high value, I don't mind keeping them out of box if I just really like the look of them out of box. So my collection is becoming more and more of a mix of in-box and out-of-box figures. I'll go here next to King Daredevil, which really love the look of this suit on him, and the beard is awesome there as well. This looks so cool. This is a really nice look for the character, and I'm looking forward to you know, seeing him more in live action. Yeah, I like too the little, you know, straps here hanging from around his wrist. Nice little detail there. And I like the too, even though his eyes are red, you know, it still stands apart from the actual mask and everything. So yeah, this is a really cool looking figure, and this one doesn't need a stand. The feet are wide enough there. I like too how it's kind of glossy here around the wrist and on the boots. Help those stand apart some more from the rest of the black. Yeah, this is a really awesome looking figure. I almost wish that he stood a little bit taller, but you know, he's cool as is. Let's go ahead to the Marvels back here. Carefully lift this up. Of course, they are all bobbleheads because they are, you know, Marvel. It's kind of funny to see them shaking around there, but yeah, I like that they're actually using their powers, which does look pretty awesome. Yeah, and she's like, you know, she used a lot of those bases in the movie, like creating those bases to stand on. Actually does have the Marvel's logo there on this actual full base here. Of course, we got Captain Marvel taking off back there. Yeah, I like the effect with that. And Photon, I guess I'll call it Photon since they did on the box there. And you know, sometimes Funko, because these figures have to start being produced so early before a movie actually comes out, and there are a lot of times last minute changes with movies. They probably did think she was actually going to be called Photon in the movie. They did have some of her different names referenced, but they just didn't settle on one. But yeah, that's probably why Photon is on the box. I really like her effects though, with the, you know, the paint job there around her eyes. And even here, if you look at her feet, you see that the feet are actually going transparent, which is something that she can do. I forget the word. I'm drawing a blank on the word for it right now, but basically where she can pass through things is pretty cool looking. So yeah, these look pretty awesome. This suit, I still feel, I don't know why with Captain Marvel, they went so dark with the colors on that new suit. I think it would have looked better if it was lighter. You know, that design could have used some work. So I think that makes her look a little bit less interesting. In a way, it makes her look more tactical, but just not as visually interesting. But overall, I do like this set, and I did pick this up in store with Target. I think it's listed online, but you can look for it in store as well. And like I said, even if you're not the biggest fan of the movie like me, you know, this is still pretty awesome looking though. I still like the look of that. There are some movies though that is just, I'm so not a fan of them that I don't even want reminders of them around. I wouldn't say the Marvels is that bad, but I don't know if it's a movie I'll revisit anytime soon. Then we got the retro reimagined Black Panther, which, like I said, very simple color scheme. We got a little random piece of plastic there, get rid of that. But yeah, very simple, just two colors going on, but look at the effect that it creates, that shading effect. It does look like an old comic. That is so cool. And of course, he has a stand because of, you know, the stance that he's in. It would be easy for him to kind of tip over. But yeah, this is such a cool pop. I definitely will pick up that Captain America when I see it. And I wouldn't be surprised if these do well if we end up with more pops in this style. You know, we'll see what happens though. And then I know this is not Marvel, but like I said, I had to go for this Boba Fett. I don't like that peg being there, kind of, you know, standing out so much. I wish that was like a clear piece or something there. I'm not too crazy about that. But again, with the lines drawn here and everything, that comic style, this is a very cool looking figure. I've seen some other cool Boba Fett's as well, but this might be one of my favorites. Of course, we got the blast off effect there on the back. Yeah, you should be able to track this one down easily if you're interested in it. And again, if you know the Retro Reimagined does well, wouldn't be surprised if we see some more Star Wars characters like this. Although really, I guess technically they've already done some Star Wars characters with this look, but they didn't call it Retro Reimagined. Had a different name going on with that line. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. Now with the minis, some definitely stand better than others. The Spot stands pretty nicely. And it's such a simple figure, but I like that it is really showing the use of his power, because he can create those portals. And I knew Spider-Man, you know, of course, had to give him a lot of grief about the way he looks, you know, we're being reminiscent of a cow. But yeah, I like that. Pretty simple. I got Spider-Gwen. I did decide to go ahead and get her out of box because I just wanted to go ahead and get rid of the trash. She stands pretty well. Looks pretty awesome there. The Iron Man figures are struggling. These don't stand especially well. This one's doing better now. I do like the blast effect on his hand, but you can see there, like the way they did that stance, it'd be very easy for him to tip over. So what I do when I have figures like this that don't want to stand well, sometimes I'll get some of that little sticky putty and I put just a little piece on the bottom of the feet to help hold them in place. There's a couple of my out-of-box figures that actually have that going on with them, and the glitter one is even struggling more so to stand up. And yeah, I just get Christmas ornament vibes when I take a look at this up close. Yeah, that one definitely doesn't want to stand on its own, so I'll be using some little sticky putty to get that in place. I do need to go to move the Scarlet Witch up front. I love the way that it's showing her using her powers here. And remember, this one is glow in the dark, so I will be checking the glow on it in a moment. And I did share in the recent Funko News video that there's a new Scarlet Witch pop on the way where she's using her powers as well. Don't really feel like I need to get that pop in my collection, but it looks all right. And remember, this Spider-Man, you can kind of tell from the paint job here that it is glow in the dark as well. It's a very light looking paint job. So we'll check that glow as well in a moment. Okay. And we got the Black Panther there. Very classic looking Black Panther. And I really do need to dedicate a shelf to Black Panther. I have one that's for basically for Wakanda Forever. But I need to get my other Black Panther figures together on one shelf. I have enough now to really justify using the space in that way. So these will go along with that collection. And then we also have here the Flocked Groot. Which, you know, flocking, if you're not familiar with it, it's just this fuzzy material here that you see. So yeah, that is pretty cool. I was definitely happy once I saw this one, and then I started to see all the others, and I was like so happy that I was able to get these all at one time. Very cool. Forgot to mention as well, I did grab this pen as well by the register, this Spider-Man pen, which I don't know if I'll actually use it as a pen. I'll probably just sit it along with some Spider-Man figures. So yeah, this is my haul here, and let's go ahead and check out the glow on these minis. I'm going to charge these up for a moment. I can already tell that the Scarlet Witch is going to need a lot of charging for us to really tell, you know, what the glow looks like to get it to pick up on camera. I can see that already. Spider-Man's head is glowing a lot. I don't know if the body's actually glowing though. I can see the head charging though. So yeah, I'll give it a moment here. I did want to go ahead and let you all know why it was important for me personally to go ahead and have a video up on Thanksgiving. I just know from experience that there's been plenty of holidays where I basically spent them alone. You know, for some people, I know there's people out there that either don't have family to go hang out with, or they may not want to be around family, because not all family gatherings are pleasant. You know, let's just be real about that. I don't know, in my case, I don't like to be around a lot of fussing, especially for no good reason. So yeah, family gatherings have been rough. So that's why some holidays I just choose to chill by myself. And there's been a lot of holidays where YouTube was a big help for me, you know, having YouTube to check out videos, see what people got going on, to keep myself entertained. Yeah, I think it is actually important. It can be very helpful. So that's why I wanted to have a video up on Thanksgiving, you know, for those individuals that may not be hanging out with family, that are just kind of relaxing and checking out what YouTube has going on. I also do want to say though, for, you know, those types of individuals, you know, with this Thanksgiving weekend, do try to find some time to get out of the house. I know you may not want to be around Black Friday shoppers. You can kind of wait until that dies down and maybe go do some window shopping or go to a park. You know, just get out and do something, because I think it is good for your mental health to kind of force yourself to get out, especially when I dealt with the anxiety in the past. You know, I had to learn to force myself to get out of the house, and I think it, like I said, I think it is good for your mental health to spend some time out of the house as well. So that's just my quick advice on that. But let's go and see it. Like, we'll check the Spider-Man first, because this is obviously charging and I just don't know what's going on with Scarlet Witch. But why is this so different though? Look at this. Oh, the body is glowing. It didn't look like it was gonna glow well, but you know, when the black light is, look at how different that looks when the black light is on here. So I didn't really think the body was gonna show up much, but I guess it does work. So let's check it again. Yeah, it's pretty fair. I guess they just wanted to put emphasis on, you know, the head sculpt and the eyes glowing. But it looks so weird like that though with the light on, but it works. Now Scarlet Witch, I'm not sure how Scarlet Witch is gonna do here. I've been trying to charge her up, but we'll see. Maybe it'll surprise me. And I do try to charge the back side of the figure some too. I think that does help when you're trying to see what the glow is like accurately. So let's get the light off and check. Yeah, and it is just her powers that glow. And yeah, it's faint and it does fade pretty quickly. With that color though, I'm not too surprised by that. So it could be better, but you know, it still works overall. I definitely want to hear from you all. What figures did you see in this video that you're interested in adding to your collection? Or do you already have some of these in your collection that you've already picked up? And just let me know in general, you know, what you're trying to add to your collection right now. Are you going for any Black Friday deals? And of course, you don't have to go in the store for those. You can shop online as well. But yeah, just let me know in general what is going on with your own collection. For those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope that you have a great time with it, that you enjoy yourself. And like I said, if you're, you know, celebrating solo, you know, still enjoy yourself, you know, relax, do what you need to have a good time, take good care of yourself, you know, protect your mental health. And I do appreciate you all taking the time to check this out. And I will talk to you all again real soon.